Hello and welcome to our model year 2025 T-High. We're here today to look at the rear digital vision system, which is now standard on T-High, an option on C and K. First thing we notice, we've lost the external rear view mirrors. Certainly an improvement on visibility, and we'll see it when we're on the road later. We've introduced two screens in the cab, a 12-inch screen on the driver's side and a 15-inch screen on the passenger side. So as we get into the vehicle, open the doors, the screens will automatically turn on. Same as when we leave the vehicle, after a period of time of leaving the vehicle, they'll shut down. So looking at the screens, we have several controls. We have a power button, both driver, passenger and in the bunk area. We have auto mode tracking. The camera will track as we turn, so we will always see the trailer. In some scenarios you may want to turn this off, so we can deactivate it and it tells us that the auto tracking is turned off. We have heater mode, so we have heaters in the cameras to demist, and we have the ability to fold the cameras in. So if we're in a really tight spot, or for security reasons we may want to fold the cameras into the side of the cab, we have the functionality, but they stay visible, we can still see. And then finally we have the night mode. So we activate the night mode and we'll see that later. So you'll recognise the mirror control, but of course this time we're using it for rear digital vision. We have several options on this function, very similar to traditional mirrors. We can move one notch to the right, allows us to adjust the rear view mirror. If the mirror moves out of what it sees as the legal rear view, it'll give you a warning on the top right of the screen. So we can adjust it back again. That works for both near side and offside cameras. We then have a zoom function where, as you'll see, we can change the view and we zoom in on the rear. Quite useful later when we're doing some reversing manoeuvres. We turn to the left, we enter the main menu, and we have, in this case, because we're static, three functions. We can adjust the brightness. The brightness will adjust automatically, but you can, if you so wish, override it. If we push the control down one through the menu, we have setting of the reference lines. We'll look at this shortly. And then finally in the menu, we have setting of the tracking. In this menu, if we move the lever to the left, we can see that we can adjust the amount of tracking that the camera will do, dependent on the length of our combination and the trailer. For us, a semi-trailer, we're on 2. Reset it to the ahead position and we're ready. So now we're going to set the reference line for the rear of the trailer. As you can see, I've set a cone at the rear of the trailer. We select the menu, we move to the reference line, we push the control to the left to open it. Now we can move that reference line in line with the cone at the rear of the trailer. And then move again to the left. We've now set that position. We're now ready to go. So when it comes to reversing, we have several options. We can deactivate panning and watch the trailer around. We can use the zoom function to widen the view, or we can flick the control to the left. You'll see it panning on the screen and it will show you at the top the angle of pan, or we can do that again, create even greater pan angle. So let's give it a go. So as the trailer comes round, the trailer will start to move out of range, at which point we can expand the area of panning and we can follow the trailer around. As I straighten up, I can remove the pan angle and back to the normal view. This vehicle is fitted with the optional blind spot camera. So as we come up to a junction, signal left, we get an additional view down, looking straight down on the near side front corner of the vehicle. And as the indicator cancels, the screen returns to home screen. So let's see what it's like in operation. As you can see, typical UK wet, dismal day, but really good vision in these cameras and the screen. So by removing the traditional rear view mirrors, we obviously improve the aerodynamics of the vehicle. Improving the aerodynamics of the vehicle has a benefit in both CO2 and fuel efficiency. So as we approach the roundabout, first thing we notice is that our 3/4 vision, with the removal of the traditional mirror, is much improved as we approach the roundabout. Blind spot warnings popped up on the near side as traffic's come up alongside us. As we progress through the roundabout, the system is tracking the rear of the trailer, and it will follow the rear of the trailer all the way around the roundabout as we turn in and as we exit. So the system fully tracked the rear of the trailer all the way through that junction, a definite safety benefit and ease for the driver. So now it's got dark, let's have a look at the night mode. That's our standard mode. I activate the nighttime vision. I can see the 3 infrared lights outside, and you can see the element of improved vision. So an additional benefit of the rear digital vision, when we're at rest in the cab with the curtains shut, we have the ability from driver's seat, passenger seat via the screens, or indeed from the bunk, to power up the system and have a look at what's going on outside. So there we have it, rear digital vision from Renault Trucks. We've seen the safety benefits, we've talked about the efficiency benefits, and don't forget, if you need any more information, driver's guide on the screen, rear digital vision, it's all there at your fingertip. So thanks for watching.